What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel. Coming to y'all a little bit later in the day, man, why Pat McAfee is exactly what ESPN needs. I don't know if y'all saw the Tennessee-Ohio State game, but they had a simulcast with Pat McAfee and his crew during the game, and they decided to go off on a tangent about one of the super fans from Ohio State, and they started talking about busting a you know what, and it just got out of control. And at the end of the day, guys, I said this is exactly what ESPN needs if they decide they want to get their viewers back up. You know, ESPN had become so political that this is exactly why Pat McAfee has so much power. All of us are wanting to be who we are. We don't want to change for anybody. And you look at Pat McAfee, and when I saw that simulcast and what they were talking about as far as busting the you know what, and nothing happened to him. ESPN can't say a word because ESPN knows they need Pat McAfee's viewers. And that's what Pat McAfee's viewers want. If y'all go back to the beginning of the college football season, Pat McAfee was in Ireland when Florida State played Georgia Tech, and they were in a pub getting nice, getting toasty. And that's exactly what people want to see. People are tired of watching people on TV who are acting like they one way in public and a different way in private. Pat McAfee has a golden setup, guys. He is what makes ESPN now. Everybody else is one way when they on the show and a different way in private. Man, I was so glad when I heard it. I was dying laughing. I couldn't believe it. And guys, y'all know when Well Off Media and other platforms are posting it, it connected with people at a level that's going to make people want to watch the next game that he's simulcasting on. Pat McAfee doesn't need to change. ESPN needs to change. People are tired of trying to be somebody they're not. This is why you got so many mental health problems, and you got so many people having problems in their relationship. You got to go spend all this time when you're at work being something that you're not. But Pat McAfee, guys, he's paving the way. And the fact that ESPN didn't release a statement, ESPN didn't say anything, tells me how much power Pat McAfee has. So now, why would I try to be like Stephen A. or some of these other broadcasters on ESPN that's trying to be polished, wearing suits, being groomed, and all this stuff? Pat McAfee got the power. Why does Pat McAfee got the power? Because Pat McAfee realizes that's exactly what people at home are thinking, and that's what's going to make them tune in. You know what? For all of us who are old enough, and y'all can tell by my gray hair, I'm old enough to remember Chris Berman. I'm old enough to remember Dan Patrick on ESPN. I'm old enough to remember Stuart Scott. That's what made us tune into ESPN, and ESPN got away from it in order to go in a different direction. But what made us watch ESPN is exactly what Pat McAfee did on his simulcast. And even though they said it, everybody was thinking it, and ESPN can't say a word because they need Pat McAfee more than Pat McAfee needs them. And for all of us in the content creation world, that's exactly the setup that you want. Pat McAfee is exactly what ESPN needs. And everybody needs to follow Pat McAfee's lead instead of trying to be this fake person when you're on TV and then a different person when you behind the scenes. Pat McAfee got the dream job, got the dream company, got the dream business. And I think all of us in the content creation business wish that we could be that way all the time. Y'all get down in the comment section. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? Should Pat McAfee be fired or be reprimanded publicly by ESPN? Or this is exactly what ESPN needs? Y'all get down in the comment section, man. If y'all hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.